With the end of the regular baseball season fast approaching, it's time to start talking about Manager of the Year candidates. So who are the candidates in the American League? As the pennant race nears its end in a couple of weeks, it's a good time to start talking about who the Manager of the Year candidates are in baseball. And we'll start in the American League. And to me, there are four clear-cut candidates for this award. Of course, John Farrell of the Red Sox, Terry Francona of the Cleveland Indians, Bob Melvin of the Oakland A's, and yes, Joe Girardi of the New York Yankees. Let's look at these four candidates quickly, starting from the bottom up, in my opinion. First, there's Girardi with the Yankees. If he gets them to the playoffs, it's a yeoman's effort. If he doesn't get them to the playoffs, it's a yeoman's effort. He has done so much this year to keep the Yankees in the race with so many injuries and so many guys out of the lineup, and not much contribution from the minor leagues. Girardi has somehow found a way to keep the Yankees in contention, along with some teams like Tampa Bay and Texas that can't win a game here late in the season. They are all keeping the Yankees in contention, and Girardi's done a great job. But the fact that the Yankees did not win the division, to me, is a big mark against him. Then you have Bob Melvin of the Oakland A's, who is always doing an outstanding job with that club. Out west, he doesn't get as much attention as some of the other candidates, but they've overtaken the Rangers in the AL West, and they're probably going to win the American League West and be a division winner as we go into the playoffs, and he's done it with mirrors out there. If you look at that Oakland lineup on paper, there's not much there. I'm sorry. I know they got a lot of young players, and they have very good pitching, but I just don't see where they're getting the production in the lineup. And yes, I don't follow them every day, but Josh Reddick is not having the year that he had last year, and yet the A's are in contention, and that's got to be a big credit to their manager, Melvin, who always finds a way to get the most out of his players, whether it's position players or pitchers. He's a strong candidate. Terry Francona of the Indians has probably done more with less than anybody in baseball. No one expected the Indians to be a contender for a wild card spot at the beginning of the year. But you know, going in and you watch Terry Francona after a year off out of baseball, feeling refreshed, wanting to be in Cleveland, managing a lot of young players, something that he enjoys, and he's got the Indians right there. And with the schedule they have the rest of the season, they have a very good chance to be the wild card entrant in the AL, and he deserves to be the runner-up of this award. But I think the clear-cut winner this year has got to be John Farrell for so many reasons. Changed the culture of the Red Sox clubhouse, and even proved himself to be a good manager. You know, the 2 years that he spent in Toronto, there were a lot of questions as to whether he was going to be an ideal manager in baseball. So I think John Farrell is the clear-cut winner of this award. The Red Sox have improved 20-plus games since last year in the win column. He's done all the right things on the field and off the field. He's managed his personalities and his players very well, which to me is the number one job of any manager in baseball, in any sport actually. Farrell has done a great job in that realm, and to me, he should be the American League Manager of the Year winner. His team is going to be in the playoffs as a division winner. He has gotten the most out of his players. He's done a 180-degree turn from Bobby Valentine, and for all those reasons, I think there's no question that John Farrell should be named American League Manager of the Year. So for you guys out there, as you look at these four candidates, or maybe somebody else, your thoughts on the American League Manager of the Year award winner. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red. And don't forget to check out my blog at BoSoxInjection.com.